welcome to my channel. Okay, so I am a full-time wedding videographer and I honestly just love to talk to the camera. I could talk to my phone camera all day. I could talk to my camera all day. I wanted to start a little series type thing where I make videos just based on my experiences at weddings and what I've learned from them and helpful tips that hopefully can help you if you're engaged or you're wedding planning or you're just like browsing the internet planning your future wedding. Whatever the case may be, I hope that you find some kind of information in my videos that will help you. A backstory about me. So my name is Lauren. I started filming whenever I was 6 years old. I know, that's really hard to believe. My mom had a video camera that she made home videos of me 24/7. Y'all, like, I'm not kidding. I have videos from when I was like a newborn baby for like 30 minutes, just the camera just sitting on me, like doing absolutely nothing. So I grew up in front of the camera. I always had the hobby of it. I was always known as the girl with the camera from middle school to high school, and then I majored in it in college, and now I have my degree. It's almost been 2 years, which is crazy to think about because time flies. I started in middle school making YouTube videos, and that's where I really found that I loved film so much. So I wanted to get back into it, and what better way to do so than to make a video about tips for engaged couples? Because I work with a lot of engaged couples, obviously, because I film weddings. I've learned a lot, and I really hope you find some helpful info in this video. So, you're engaged. Congratulations, that is so exciting. You are planning the biggest day of your life. You've literally thought about that day for so many years, since you were a little girl. And it's like happening. Whenever you're planning your dream wedding, you have a lot of decisions to make. And I know it's not easy, and it's going to be stressful, but if you just remember, everything will be worth it whenever the big day comes. If you find that wedding planning is stressing you out to the max and you literally just can't even function, you're so stressed and it's not an enjoyable time for you, I definitely recommend hiring a wedding planner or a wedding coordinator or a day of coordinator, because they will help you. They will take all that stress off so that you basically just have to make the decisions on like what colors, and you want to be able to relax and have a good engagement time. You don't want to be stressed all the time, so definitely look into a wedding planner if that's something that you feel is really overwhelming you, because I know it cannot be easy, and I've not planned a wedding yet. So say you just got engaged and you're brand new, you're just starting your wedding planning, and you're like, all right, what do I do first? Definitely get your venue booked. That's the most important. You really do need a place to get married, so that is honestly the #1 thing you should do, is get that venue booked. If your venue allows you to have ceremony and reception at the same place, that's perfect. But if you're doing like a ceremony at a church and you need another venue, then those are the two that you're going to want to get booked first. After you get your venue booked, then you should start thinking about what photographer you're going to go with and what videographer you're going to go with. Because those do book up fast. I am a videographer. I know that there have been times where someone got engaged and they wanted me so badly, but I was already booked. So you don't want to wait around on videographers or photographers because they're the ones that are capturing your big day. They are capturing the memories of people's big days. So you definitely want to get that locked in. If you have your venue, your photographer, your videographer, now it's time to think, okay, you obviously need invitations, you're gonna need flowers, you're gonna need a DJ or a live band, you're gonna need table decorations, you're gonna need setups and easels and all of that stuff. A lot of people get creative, and most of the times people will make the little centerpieces for the tables instead of going spend a bunch of money. I've seen people use wine bottles and spray paint them gold and put flowers, and it looks so cute, and you would think that they spend a lot of money on it. I would definitely recommend, if you are someone who is on a tight budget, try to make as much as you can, because DIY stuff is really cute and it saves you a lot of money. So I promise you, it's really cute. I always like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And they're like, girl, I made that. I'm like, oh my God, you're joking. Some things to remember while you are wedding planning is to make your decisions for yourself and your fiance. Your wedding day is exactly that. It's your wedding day. I know it's very hard. People are gonna influence your decisions, and you're gonna feel like stuck sometimes when making decisions that you weren't really gonna make if that pressure wasn't there. But just remember, it's get to your wedding day, whenever you get to your wedding day, you are going to just look back and be like, wow, it's finally here, and everything is exactly how I wanted. And you don't want any regrets with your wedding day. You want it to be exactly how you picture and for you and your fiance. So my biggest advice that I can give to you is definitely get a videographer. And I'm not saying that because I am a videographer. I'm literally saying you will regret it one day. No matter if it's in 5 years, 10 years, or a month after your wedding, you're gonna wish you did. So I know it is really hard to plan a wedding and it's really tight to plan a wedding, but the things that should be the most important are your memories of your wedding. Your photographer and your videographer, those literally, you could have just those two vendors and your wedding day would still be perfect because you have the memories of it. I give back 2 videos to my bride and grooms. I give a 50-minute video, which is literally every single detail from the wedding day compiled into one, and then also a highlight video. So why do I give a 50-minute video? Do you have questions? Are you wondering why? I think about it for my own wedding, and whenever I get married, I want to be able to watch that video back in 10 years and every single detail will be there. Like, small details from your wedding day are gonna mean so much more to you 10 years from now because you're gonna forget a lot about your wedding day. Honestly, the adrenaline of a wedding day makes you kind of forget what happened in itself. You are so pumped up on adrenaline, you are so excited, you are so nervous, and by the time you get to the reception, you're like, oh my gosh, this day is almost over. Wow, and it flies by. And that's what photographers and videographers are there for. They are there to capture those memories that you are going to be able to relive forever. So that's why I like to give a 50-minute video back, because I know that's what I would want. I would want to see every detail back and relive those moments in 15 years from now. So that's why I personally do it. I think that's kind of rare, but I just love it. I think that it's so important to document those memories, and yes. Another tip that I have for your wedding day planning is to go with vendors that you feel comfortable with. Meet with multiple photographers and find the one that fits your personality best. Everybody has a different personality. You want to get someone that you're going to mesh well with, and that's going to make you feel comfortable and fun and goofy, or if you're a very serious person, you're going to want to find someone that matches your personality. So someone that's really serious but gets to the point and that kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but I personally just like to be as goofy as I can because a wedding day is stressful and you want your people to feel very comfortable with you and in front of you, and you're filming them the whole time, so you have to be kind of goofy. So definitely go with vendors, no matter if it's any kind of vendor. It could be your DJ, your photographer, your photo booth person, your flower person. You just want to choose people that you love and that you have fun with, because in the end it will make your wedding day so much better because you had so much fun. So the next tip that I have is not traditional. I know it's not traditional, but it is great on a wedding day. If you want the first moment that you see your fiance to be more intimate, I definitely recommend doing a first look. I know. You might think, Lauren, you're crazy. What are you talking about? No, I'm not doing that. I was the same way. Before I started filming weddings 3 years ago, I said I am not doing a first look. You cannot convince me to do a first look. No. It's gotta be that first moment walking down the aisle. And then after working with photographers who definitely recommend doing one, I saw how important it is to do one. You get that intimate moment with your fiance, just the two of you and the photographer and videographer, but normally we are back. We're not all in your grill. So you get that intimate moment, and you also get to have all your family photos taken before the ceremony, which is very helpful because after the ceremony, you just have to get those most important photos, and then you're off to the reception. After ceremony, it's actually pretty stressful to try to get all those family photos done. So if you can just get that done before, you literally don't have to worry about a thing for the rest of the night except have fun. So it's awesome. Some people are worried. I know I've talked to a few people before, and they say that they're worried the groom's expression wouldn't be as good if they did a first look and then when they see him coming down the aisle. That's not true. I've had a first look with a couple before where it went so awesome, there were so many happy tears flowing, and then he still cried when she came down the aisle. Y'all. So you're gonna have that intimate moment seeing each other for the first time, secluded by yourselves, but also like him seeing you come down the aisle is something that's super special too. Like, it does not take away from that moment because you're walking down the aisle. I just got the chills thinking about it because you're still getting that special moment and that moment that you've planned for so long, so it's still special. Okay, I know that video was all over the place. This is my first one. I'm definitely new to this wedding videographer planning type of video. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and please let me know what you would want to see from me. I definitely have a lot of videos I want to make about this topic and all that I've learned. So if you have any questions that I can help with, please leave them down below, because I do want to make more, and I want to make more helpful videos. I don't want to just be talking and not helping anybody. So also, if you think that I am a silly person on here, then you're right, and I'm sorry that you had to witness that, because I just love to be goofy, y'all. I love to have fun, and I love to talk to the camera, and I feel so comfortable in front of a camera, so get ready for some goofy moments. Okay, bye!